Neymar did have a brace. Beautiful on the third goal. Really an individual effort that starts it, and then he's able to finish it off. And yet, strangely, this player, no matter what he does, seems to divide opinion, even just down to a performance like the 90 minutes that we saw yesterday. Don, you said that anybody who doesn't rate or like Neymar, and you tweeted this, knows zilch about football. So how do you explain, then, the people who watched yesterday's match, and I'll even count myself in one of them, and didn't think Neymar played well outside of really that one moment?
Well, that's what the top-end players do, Seb. They have the one moment in the game
they disappear for 90 minutes? They disappear in a Champions League final? That's what top-end players do?
No, not always. I mean, the best players turn it on, but they don't turn it on for 90 minutes. I understand the question. But I think when people watch Neymar, I don't think they like, and I'm one of them, by the way. I've criticised Neymar, so this is not a Neymar loving, 100% from me, because I've criticised Neymar when I watch him for Brazil. And when I watched him for Barca or for PSG, sometimes he acts not great on the pitch. When he rolls around, when he gets fouled, when he dives, those actions don't sit well, I don't think, with viewers. But when you strip all that back and look at actually what he does when he's got a ball at his feet, I can only think of Messi that's as naturally as gifted as Neymar is. There might be better goal scorers. Ronaldo might be a better goal scorer. And there might be other players that, Kevin De Bruyne, for example, and there's loads of examples where you think, well, they might be better players than Neymar. But in terms of individual skill and flair and balance and technique, the guy's a genius.
Jules, you were there. Wonder what you thought of Neymar's performance, but also Kylian Mbappe. Now, almost a year in Champions League without a goal. What's going on with this player?
Yeah, if we start with Kylian, He's not fully fit. Let's be honest. Let's start with that. You saw again on Wednesday night that he was not just there yet when he accelerates with the ball. I think mentally he's on 99 goals for PSG. I think he's maybe trying too hard to get to 100. He knows that the stat that he hasn't scored since December of last year in the Champions League, and I think also that's a weight on his shoulders. And I think maybe he tries too hard to get that. And at times where maybe he should not shoot or take, and going for goal, he does. And I think that's counterproductive. So apart from that, I don't think there's any worry to have over him. For Neymar, I just thought he was brilliant. Of course, sometimes he disappears. And of course, sometimes he loses his head a little bit when he tries to take on the whole world on his own, or he tried to take on Fred and McTominay on his own, for example. And God, how much McTominay, kicked him through the game. But everything that PSG did well in that game, from keeping hold of the ball and being well organized to creating danger. Obviously, the first goal he scores, and that's a hell of a finish, by the way. That's not an easy finish at all on his first goal. The second goal, as you mentioned, right at the end, a move that he starts by taking on 3 United players and then runs 60 yards, and then in the end still has the intelligence and the lucidity to stop his run, move away from Maguire to then have a simple tap-in. A lot of people would have stayed where they are after running all that much, the whole length of the pitch. But he had that intelligence of stopping the run, take that step back to have an easy finish then. But everything else, the header from Marquinhos on the bar comes from him. The backer chance come from him as well. All the differences that he made. I just don't understand how you cannot rate him after the game like this. Of course, all the antics, I understand what Don is saying, and that's a fair point. Although I think he's slightly improved a bit on that. But overall, technically, he's incredible.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.